What's up, everybody? What's up, guys? Cameron, let me just see if this works. You guys know I don't go live very often, so I gotta. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Just want to make sure you guys can hear me. All right, nice. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, Owen? Owen QT. Mr. Let's see. This is Fernando Gonzalez. Hello. No, Fernando Gonzalez. Hello, Gonzalez. How you doing, man? What's up, Max's Cards? Let's go. Hopefully you guys are excited. This is, so far so good. This whole Hobby Palooza has been incredible so far. The first 2 days were awesome. Just today alone, so we had Blake Jameson. I don't know if you guys tuned in for that. Blake was awesome. He did a whole painting of Doc Gooden. And then, oh yeah, somebody, New York Yanks fan, noticed that I'm wearing the Italia shirt, which is basically that's been my profile pic since I got on YouTube. So I figured I'd rock the Italia shirt today. But Blake did an awesome job. Aliko did a great job as well, although he started about 20 minutes late. But he still did. He brought some fire, some really awesome cards. I got a really awesome giveaway kind of plan for today, guys, and I've been kind of hinting at it for the last couple of days. So there's going to be 4 prizes today and basically at the end of this hour, 4 people will win all 4 of these prizes by the end of the hour. Okay. So basically all you have to do in order to, I should probably let's go to a different comment. I'll go sick. All you guys have to do is just be, the idea of this is sort of a Q&A. So I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear some awesome comments. I want to hear some awesome questions. And if I think you guys wrote an epic question or an epic comment as I'm reading it, I will write your name on one of these, and then I'm going to add you to the wheel. And so basically there are 14 potential spots on the wheel, and then I'm going to write your name down. And at the end of the show, when we hit around 450, 455, I'll spin the wheel 4 times, and we'll see who wins. So just to give you guys an idea as to what the prizes are. So 4th place, just kind of cool, I guess. This is going to be the 4th place prize. So the 4th place prize, I'm going to give you guys a stack of cards like this. They're usually like $2 cards, nothing too crazy, but so you get for example, John Schmaltz, maybe a Christian Pache rookie, maybe an Aaron Judge Future Stars card, maybe a Robert Ory. What is the meaning of life? That is a pretty good question. All right, so that was a good question. So Raider Nation 75, I'm going to put you down because that's a pretty good question. It's a pretty epic question. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is basically owning, just so you guys know, it's owning an 1888 Cap Anson and a King Kelly. So that is the meaning of life. If any of you guys want to understand what that is. So Raiders Nation 75, congrats. I'm adding you to the wheel, a Raiders Nation. All right, so this is the way it's going to work. So I put Raiders Nation on here, put them on the wheel. And at the end of the hour, I'm going to fill up you can see that my daughter obviously wrote all over the wheel. So Raiders Nation, you're on there. And at the end of the show, I'll spin the wheel and see who wins. The second prize is thanks to Blowout. So Blowout cards are awesome. They have an amazing website. I'm doing my best to sell it. Baseball collector would be proud. Blowout is doing an awesome promotion. They've been promoting the Hobby Palooza. And I will be giving one lucky winner a $50 gift card, so you can spend it on whatever you want, on Blowout Cards on their site. You guys may know them. I like their message board. Their message board is absolutely fantastic. So it's a lot of fun. And then the second place prize is going to be this Ricky Henderson rookie. Beautiful Ricky Henderson rookie. And again, one of you guys will be winning this Ricky Henderson rookie. Really nicely centered. You know, this was back like, you know, I got this graded a long time ago. So who knows? Maybe you could crack it out and resubmit it, get a better grade. And then finally, oh, by the way, anybody who wins will obviously also be winning a Silver Jackify custom card, which you guys might, you know, there it is, Silver Jackify. On the back it says, "Congratulations, you have received a top certified autograph of the awesomest person on the planet. Your life is now complete." So maybe that's the meaning of life right there. And finally, the card that you guys have, some of you guys have come to the to come into the live stream to see, is the Derek Jeter, the '93 Derek Jeter SP. And you can see here, the cool thing about this is that the subgrade on this is a 10. So I apologize for the glare, guys, but there you have it. Centering of a 10 for the Jeter SP. I did a picture of it earlier and showed it on my page. So check it out. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. You can't go wrong with the captain, as Bill says. The captain, number 2, Derek Jeter, number 2. So you guys, that's what's up for grabs here tonight. Hopefully this will be a fun live chat. And like I said, guys, what I wanted, the whole purpose of this is not really to do a giveaway. Well, that's part of it. It's to, you know, interact with you guys. You know, hopefully we get some Q&A going, and let's make it fun. So, all right, I'm just going to pick somebody randomly. Daniel Karp asks, what is the first pack that you ever opened, and does that product have sentimental value to you? So, you know what? It's hard to. I mean, I was so little when I opened my first pack. I probably opened my first pack probably in 1987. I remember pulling packs of 1986 tops out. I mentioned that on this channel before. I'm a huge fan. I don't know why. It's just random. I love 1989 Don Russ for some reason. As a kid, I opened up so much 1989 Don Russ. You know, it's got the Griffey rookie, it's got the Randy Johnson rookie, and it's got, you know, the Craig Biggio rookie, as I've talked about many times on this channel, Gary Sheffield. So I loved opening up those packs. So there's first question there. Let's see. Oh, that's not a question. Void Start asks, what is your favorite card with no regard to price? Wow. I like that question a lot. Void Start, you're going on the wheel. And plus, your picture is really cool, so I like that. So, Void Start. All right, throwing Void Start on the wheel. All right. So here we go. You are going to go on the food. So, so far we got 2 guys, Raiders and Void Start. So I forgot the question already. What is your favorite card with no regard to price? So I'll see if I can find it, guys. I pulled out like all my best stuff, like my like high end, like best stuff. See if I can pull it out real quick. But does anybody want to guess what my favorite card is, regardless of price? Of course, I'm not going to find it now. Let's see. So my favorite card, regardless of price, has got to be the 84 Topps Don Mattingly Tiffany in a PSA 10. That is my favorite card that I own in my collection. Like if you were to kind of say, forget about price, what is your favorite card? Let me see if I can pull it. It's got to be one of these here. Nope. Found it. Here it is. Found it. Boom. That is my favorite card in my collection. It's the 1984 Topps Tiffany Don Mattingly in a PSA 10. I'd love to know what the value of this card is at this point after the 80s cards blowing up and people going crazy for Tiffany cards. I have yet to see this particular card go up for auction or any type of sale in a long time. So I don't know what this is worth, but for without a doubt, this is my favorite card in my collection. Look at that. I think somebody also asked what my favorite traded card was, but this is not a traded card, so I don't know why I brought that up. All right, let's see. Let's see. Palm Beach Sports Card asks, "What's the worst buy you have ever made in terms of a single baseball card?" So, another great question. All right, I'll write you down too because that's pretty good. I'm gonna end up like writing everyone's name. All right, Palm Beach Sports Cards. I feel bad for the guy that I didn't write his name down. Palm Beach Sports. All right, so Palm Beach Sports. What is the worst buy I've ever made? Does anybody want to guess on that one? I think I've mentioned it a couple of times on my channel. When Greg Bird, I think it was it 2 years ago now? Greg Bird had a tremendous spring training. He was killing it, and while in spring training, he was hitting like 300, 400. He was basically guaranteed the first base position, and so I went all in on Greg Bird. I think I paid $300 for a Blue Wave auto, and I was super excited because I sent it in to PSA, came back as a PSA 10, and now Greg Bird, I don't even know if he's playing baseball anymore. He's probably hurt. That's probably what he actually is. He's always hurt. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Oh, by the way, cheers to Hobby Palooza. The only reason why I grabbed this beer is because I was trying to recreate the picture in my original picture of the Italia. If you guys have ever seen my my profile pic that I've yet to change. I probably should change it to something more baseball cards related. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have a dollhouse in the background. It has all Astros. So I got Carlos Correa back here. I got Altuve on the toilet. So Altuve's on the toilet, and then George Springer's hanging out back there. And if I mess up, they'll bang on the trash cans for me and let me know. As a Yankee fan, I'm mad at the Astros. I still believe that Altuve knew what was coming against Aroldis Chapman, and that costed the Yankees a chance of making it to the World Series. And then, of course, you have a picture, a gigantic picture of me in the background. So there you have it. All right. Sleeper to win the World Series. Another great question. So a sleeper to win the World Series. So obviously, I think the Yankees will win the World Series if they get the opportunity. This isn't really a sleeper, but I did on FanDuel. This might be sacrilegious, but I bet I think it was $50 on the Washington Nationals to win the World Series this year. There's going to be a lot of teams that make it into the World Series, so there's going to be 16 teams, I think, that make it into the World Series, which is the most, or the playoffs, I should say. And so it's going to be kind of a crapshoot. The Yankees are going to be the best team, but obviously, that any team that makes it into that playoff has a chance. And the only reason why I would have picked the Yankees, but they're like plus 150, and the Nationals were like plus 1,500 or something like that. And you got, if they make it into the playoffs, you assume Juan Soto will be back. You got Scherzer, you got Strasburg, you got Patrick Corbin. That is a hell of a 1-2-3 punch. And in the playoffs, it's all about pitching. So that's why I think the Nationals are an interesting World Series sleeper, even though they started off bad. That's not going to matter. All right, let's see. Snoop. Let's see what Snoop has to say. Will you buy the limited edition Astros trash can? All right, you got it on the board. That was good. Well, I don't know what that is, but I will if so Snoop 129222 Snoop, one of the best channels on YouTube. My man Snoop. So I'm gonna put Snoop on there. See, I'm doing a little mix. I'm trying to mix it up, guys. Like some YouTubers, some guys that don't do YouTube. I don't think I've ever seen like Void Star. I don't think I've ever seen him do a YouTube video, but maybe he does YouTube videos and I just haven't noticed it yet. So let's see. Best Yankee pitcher you've seen play. This is a really bad answer, but I was thinking about the other day, like Jim Abbott. I know that's not the best, but the dude had one arm. He had one arm, and he threw a no hitter. How is Jim Abbott not like more respected? Like people have been going. I was thinking about this. Like people are going crazy for Bo Jackson cards, right? Because he was this amazing, just and Shohei Ohtani. People are going crazy for Ohtani because he's just this unique talent. Jim Abbott threw a no-hitter with one arm. I think that's pretty impressive, and we have yet to see somebody do that again. That good. Go ahead, you guys try to throw a no-hitter with one arm. You know what they're going to do? They're going to bunt the ball. That's what they're going to do. All right, let's see. Have you ever seen Derek Jeter play during his career? What? Yeah, a couple of times I saw him play. There's a video. Yes, I've seen Derek Jeter play baseball. Let's see if you know what. I'll pull that. This is a nice Derek Jeter card. The Superfractor, the Bowman Chrome Superfractor, 1 of 1. If you guys, speaking of blowouts, that guy Houdini. I think they're called. I forgot the name. It's getting the name of the channel now. Cheap Fun Breaks, I think is what it's called. Every time he does, and he's big, he's close with Phil's pulls. And whenever he does a video, it always opens with this card because he pulled that card. So Cheap Fun Breaks. If you guys ever check out his channel, in the intro, every time they do the intro, they show this Derek Jeter card. Anyway, yeah, I've seen Derek Jeter play a couple of times. I even saw him walk it off against the Orioles in his final game at Yankee Stadium, which was one of the coolest games I've ever seen in my life. All right, next up, let's see. Tom Feige says, when you have a submission in PSA, how often do you refresh your orders to see if you've made any progress? All right, Tom, I got to give it to you for that because I basically refresh pretty much 2 or 3 times a day. And I've been waiting. I actually have, I don't know if you guys do this. I have 3 orders with PSA right now. And one of those orders I showed you guys, I did it for one of my friends who is he's not a big baseball collector, but he had a treasure trove of awesome cards. And he did a fantastic job. We looked at everything together. I pulled out some of the best cards. I submitted it. It took almost a month and a half, I should say, for them to even enter it into the system that they received it. So I was kind of freaking out. Like I thought that maybe they didn't get it. So I refresh way too often. And Tom, you are up on the board. And you can see we still have a bunch of slots to go here, guys. So don't get discouraged. And one of you 127 that are live right now will be walking away. Well, eventually, maybe not today, but in the next week or two, have that Derek Jeter in your hands very soon. All right, let's see next. Is the Griffey Shore Project 2020 making a comeback? Yeah, I think it could. I don't really know the answer to that question. I like the Project 2020. I think it was a fantastic idea. I think it got so overhyped that now it's just kind of like it actually kind of, in a way, long term, it might have hurt its own value by just getting too popular at once. It kind of like, this is a really bad analogy, but it's like vanilla ice. Like you don't want to you don't want to take off like that because then you crash hard. And you don't want to be like Vanilla Ice or MC Hammer and just take off, and then you get way too popular too fast, and then you do the Ninja Turtle song, and then you crash and burn, and then everyone kind of forgets about you. You're better off, being like the Beastie Boys and like kind of slowly make your way up and then stay on top. And those some really bad analogies, but I do think that they have a chance that one day, because as I've said, baseball cards are cyclical. Let's see. Who's your favorite player that may take off? Who's worth collecting? So that's a bit of a loaded question, Brian. A great question, but a bit of a loaded question. If you guys have been watching my channel, I'm big on the GOATs. I think that if you can get the GOAT of and you guys have noticed, I'm sure soccer cards, hockey cards, not so much hockey, but even wrestling cards have started to get more popular. And if you're like me and you don't know much about those other sports, if you get the GOAT of that particular sport, whoever you believe that to be, whether it be Pele or, what's the other dude's name? You can say I don't know a lot about it, but if you get the GOAT of that particular sport, it's going to do great. The Mike Trout, the Ken Griffey Jr., even if it's a second year, third year card, especially if those cards start to take off, those are the cards to get. Right now, I really like the White Sox have been taken off. I have to give it up to the White Sox. They have Jimenez, Abreu, Yoan Moncada, Luis Roberts. They could be a good team for years to come. So that could help, for just current younger players. Jose Abreu doesn't get a lot of love. And it's interesting because I mentioned Giancarlo Stanton a couple weeks ago, and I wish I would have stuck to it a little bit more. It's like, guys that, usually want to go after guys that have, fizzled off a little bit sometimes, but go after the GOATs is basically my answer. All right. Has COVID complications forced you to rethink any aspect of how you collect? Has it? No, I don't think so. I don't think COVID has not impacted my thoughts around how I collected. Pretty much, for the most part, I collect as I always have. Let's see. Ziggy No. I might have to give it to you just for that profile pic alone. Ziggy No. If baseball is canceled, how does that affect rookie cards this year? Like, would Lux be a rookie next year too? Should I buy Lux rookies this year or not? I liked Lux going into the season, obviously. I think the baseball being canceled obviously is going to affect current players short term, and it will help the vintage cards. So that's sort of but do I like Gavin Lux? I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, he was, he's not even playing for the Dodgers right now. So it's hard to say. Ziggy No. All right. So I'm putting Ziggy No up on the board. Congrats. This one I think it says drink. So I'll drink to that. All right, guys, we are 24 minutes in, and let's see. We still got a lot of, let's see. I'm going to pick somebody at random. Let's do Raider Nation again because he's already on there. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I had to click on him, right? Let's see. Let's give it to somebody else. Ken's Cardboard. What is your favorite memory from past nationals? I like it. I like that question. All right. Let me give that one to Ken's Cardboard. Get you up on the board. Ken's Cardboard. So, Ken's Cardboard. So, let me see if I could pull these cards up real quick. So, here we go. Favorite memory. So I mean, I could go with the cliche answer, which is seeing everybody, which is cool. But let me put you on the board. But one of the coolest memories for me, and I'm sure some of you guys have already heard this story, but I went to Chicago with two cards in particular that I had in mind to get. And it's my first time in Chicago. I was there one time. I saw a Cubs game at a wedding, but got to the hotel, and it was my second time. And like Rodman, by the way, Dennis Rodman was in the hotel lobby, which was kind of cool. I went upstairs, and I went down, hung out at the bar, thinking, I'm just gonna, maybe have some breakfast before I head over to the National. And some guy sat next to me with probably the greatest T206 collection that I have ever seen in my entire life. And we sat and we started talking, and he started out, he's like, what are you looking for at the National? And I said to him, I'm looking for 2 cards. I'm looking for, and possibly a 3rd card. I'm looking for the T206 Ty Cobb, and I'm looking for the Goodwin Champions Cap Anson. And he basically pulled out his briefcase, and he goes, "You mean you're looking for this card right here?" And I was just like, "You have this card." And I was like, "Would you be willing to sell it?" And he basically was like, "Yeah, I'd be willing to sell it." Most of everything in his collection, for whatever, like he was all about SGC and T206. So this one kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. But it was, if you guys, and I've shown this card many times, this card is absolutely beautiful, breathtaking. Honestly, it's one of the most beautiful cards in my collection. And I walked the floor at the National in Chicago, and I looked everywhere for this card. There were, I think, 2 other dealers that had the Cap Anson. One had him in a 3, one had it in a 4, but they did not look nearly as nice as this one. And I went ahead and purchased it. I talked to Foo3112, Mark, who's probably going to be coming on, and it was coming on after this. You guys should check him out. Hopefully he shows that he has 2 cards that he bought at the National that are the most unbelievable cards you'll ever see. I don't know if he's going to break them out or not, but he's like, what other card were you looking at? And I was like, you know what? I was thinking of buying the Trout, the 2009 Bowman Chrome Mike Trout in a PSA 10. And he goes, "Oh, you should sell the Cap Anson and buy the Trout." And so he was giving me a hard time about it. And I go, "Well, why don't I just get both?" So I got the Cap Anson. And then I remember I walked over to the dealer at the National. And I said I went over to a dealer that had the Trout. And I offered him $12,000 for the Trout in a PSA 10. And he turned me down. He turned me down. He said he wanted cash. He wanted 12 grand in cash. I didn't have $12,000 in cash, unfortunately, and so I went home without the Trout. But a couple weeks later, this particular card popped up on eBay, and ended up getting it for about 2 grand less. And so after the National in Chicago, I ended up with these 2 cards. So didn't buy anything else. I think I bought like a box of Topps Chrome or something like that. That was it. This was, even though I didn't come home with both these cards, came home with one, that one. So there you go, Ken's Cardboard. Good question. All right, let's see. Next question. Providence pack openers. Do you buy the overpriced beer when you're at the ballpark, or do you tailgate before the game? That's a great question, Providence pack openers. I'm putting you on the board. Providence. I'm just going to put Providence. Hopefully, you're not on here yet, right? So Providence pack openers, the answer to that question is you always drink tailgate before the game. Why would you pay overpriced beer? So I always try to get to the game well before the game starts. I try to have as many beers as I can before I head into the stadium, and then maybe I'll get one beer at the ballpark and try to just chill. Plus, a lot of times I like to drive home, so I have to like cut myself off at a certain point. So great question, but everyone you don't go to a Yankee game and spend $15 on a Bud Light. Just don't do it because you get a souvenir cup. How silly is that? All right, guys. So on the board All right, we got about 30 minutes. Let me just see how many spots I have left. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots left. 6 spots left and 30 minutes left. So we're a little bit ahead of pace. So I need to slow it down a little bit. So Cobb is still on the Watt list. Yes, Otto Olson. Good question. Yeah, the Ty Cobb bat off shoulder is the particular card that I wanted. I do have, let's see, as you guys know, I do have the this card, the T206, the red portrait. This one's my favorite of the Ty Cobb cards, but I love, for some reason, I fell in love with the T206 Ty Cobb bat off shoulder, and I really wanted to get it. It's on my list. The way that, you know what the problem is, guys? Like, the modern cards are just taking off so much that it's really hard to sometimes take a step back and get vintage, because you're like, oh my, like, everyone has that panic in their head that, like, oh my God, if I don't get the Michael Jordan rookie now, it's going to go, the Jordan rookie, at the show, you probably in a PSA 10, you might have been able to get it for, I don't know, 70,000. No, probably. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. In the National in Chicago, you probably could have bought a Michael Jordan 86 Fleer rookie in a PSA 10 for under 40 grand. And that was just a year ago. And now that card probably would go for $100,000. So it's hard to sometimes go after the vintage because there's this, fear of missing out, FOMO. And so a lot of times it's hard to take a step back and go for, let's see if I can find it, the card that I just bought. Let's see if I can find it. I can't find it right now. But I give up. It's somewhere in there. I'll find it eventually. The Leaf, the 49 Leaf Babe Ruth that I bought recently. It's hard to take a step back and buy something like that because you're worried that if I don't buy the Eloy Jimenez, Sapphire card right now, it's going to go to $10,000. So, speaking of which, some guys that are really having good years, just to show you guys, Aaron Judge having an awesome 4 games in a row. He's hit a home run. Guy that'll probably be going up. Corey Seager, another guy that's been taken off this year. I know we're only 9 games into the season. Fernando Tatis having a good year this year. You guys, I'm sure, have heard about Kyle Lewis at this point. Kyle Lewis is having the best rookie year. He's going to give Luis Robert a run for the money, by the way. So just keep an eye on this kid. Shane Bieber, what a year. Dude, Shane Bieber is starting to prove that he is the best pitcher in baseball. Is he the best pitcher in baseball right now, guys? Shane Bieber? And then, believe it or not, does anybody want to guess who is the #1 guy in fantasy right now? Anybody? I'll give it to you if you guess it. Whoever guesses it first. The #1 guy in fantasy right now. Anybody want to guess? Let's see. Oh, here we go. All right, so going up. Colin Moran, Judge, Robert Nelson Cruz, Votto, Victor Robles, Mahomes, Taylor, Eloy, Judge, Seager, Acuna, Eloy. Come on, guys. The #1 guy in Stanton, Moran, McCaffrey. Baseball, guys. Baseball. Kyle Lewis, Yastrzemski, Arenado, Vasquez, Fletcher, Bieber, Robert. Nope. Oh, there we go. William Hammer got it. Nice job. Hammer don't hurt him. He's the #1, at least according to Yahoo. Dansby Swanson is the #1 ranked guy according to Yahoo. Dansby Swanson. And everyone forgot about Swanson. Swanson. All right, so William Hamner. Samsonite. I was way off. Sorry, I had to get a Dumb and Dumber reference in there. So, all right, so William Hamner. Congrats, man. I'm putting you up on the board. All right. All right, let's see what the next question is. Oh, nice job by Ken's Cardboard, stocking up on Swanson cards. Nice job. You probably could have gotten them for incredibly cheap. Wally Jr. Nice. Uh, let's see. Baseball card enthusiast asks, which card is going to be in your grave with you if you could only choose one? Yeah, so I sort of answered that question already. It'd probably be the Mattingly Topps Tiffany. Although it'd be hard to put that in the grave with me because then, my wife would be like, what the hell? You just put like a really expensive card. So I might go with like a cheaper card. I don't know. Probably something real cheap. Like an 87 Topps Mattingly or something like that. Some sort of Mattingly card. Let's see. It cometh for egg. It cometh for egg. Is 60 milliliters the same as 2 ounces? Asking for a friend. I don't know. I should have brought more than like all I brought was like I brought like this much beer with me downstairs. So, and I don't want to put you guys all on hold. So that's all we have for the Stella. Let's see. Brandon Keefe says, what is your least expensive card in your collection? What is my least expensive card in my collection? Do you guys think, should I do a top 20 least expensive cards in my collection? And how do you even define what the least expensive card in your collection would be? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know what my least expensive card is. It would have to be something that have negative value. Maybe the Altuve. Maybe this Altuve and a PSA 10. This has negative value for me, so maybe it would be the Altuve. All right. What is your rarest card? Oh, man, I should have brought it down. Definitely my rarest card would be the 1887 Old Judge, a guy named Sun Daly, which I guarantee that no one in the stream has ever heard of Sun Daly. But it's a really cool card, 1888. And I've been saying it for a long time. You owe it to yourself to get yourself one of those beautiful cards from 1887. They're so cool looking. They're all like in a studio. I wish those cards were more popular. That's why I talk about the King Kelly and the Cap Anson all the time. I feel like they are severely, severely underrated. Just to me, they're a piece of history. And that's what I love about him. So I would probably go with the 1887 Old Judge Sun Daly. How many superfractors do you have besides the Jeter? 0. I don't have any other superfractors. I only bought the Jeter because I didn't own a superfractor. I recently opened up a pack of Topps and hit a printing plate, which was my first printing plate ever. Richie Martin or something like that, some rookie for the Orioles that will probably never play again. What is your favorite song besides the Epic Giveaway song? Nice. I like that one. All right, Jacob. Nice job. I like that one. You're obviously a Silver Jackify fan, if you know what the Epic Giveaway song is. I stopped doing the Epic Giveaway song because the app that I used to do it on is no longer available. It went extinct. So, and I used to basically type in something and it would play a song for me, like whatever you typed, and that's the song that it played for me. And unfortunately, that's why I don't do that song anymore, which is really sad, actually. That was, by the way, that's a Shakira song. Epic giveaway, epic giveaway, epic giveaway. Say anything, epic giveaway. Silver Jackify. But to answer the question, my favorite song of all time, which is going to make no sense to any, it'll make as much sense as 1989 Done Russ. My favorite song ever is a song called The Science of Selling Yourself Short by Less Than Jake. It is the coolest song of all time. I love Less Than Jake. I'm a big ska punk fan. I love music almost as much as I love baseball cards, and I grew up listening to rock and roll, punk and ska when I was growing up. So, all right. How do you think Jason Dominguez will do during his major league career? Actually, pulled this aside just a bit ago. I pulled this from a box of Bowman, the Jason Dominguez Mega. How do I think he'll do? I have no idea. I have no idea. And I think he has a. Let me set it straight for you guys. There's a 95% chance he ends up like Jesus Montero. That's the kind of career he has. There's a 4% chance he ends up as good as Gary Sanchez, and there's about a 1% chance that he's as good as Mike Trout. So we'll see how it turns out. But the guy is 18 years old. I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping I'm wrong and that he turns out to be, hopefully that 1% hits. But I think people are going a little crazy on Jason Dominguez for a guy that's 18 years old and already looks like he's gained a little too much weight. All right. Why do I throw my cards at people on the street and yell epic giveaway? All right. I like that one. All right. So baseball card enthusiast. Nice job. Baseball card enthusiast. 513. Hopefully, all right, so I'm putting you up on the board. All right, we still got 3 spots left, guys. 3 spots left. Somebody's walking away with the Jeter. Somebody's walking away with a Ricky Henderson rookie. And somebody's going to walk away with a $50 gift card for blowout sports cards. I don't know why you do that. You have to get it on film and then tag me. Please tag me, baseball card enthusiast. Okay, let's just pick somebody at random. What do you think the ugliest year of Topps design is? Ooh, I like that question too. All right, I'm gonna write you down. What is it? Is it 91 Fleer? The yellow was ugly. Score had some really ugly years. Score had some really, really bad years. Mr. Turbo Hoss. So I'd probably go with 91 Fleer. I think it is the year that the yellow back. I hate that. It's so ugly to me. I also don't like is I think it was 91 Don Russ. I really don't like 91 Don Russ. It's ugly too. 91, I guess, was a bad year. Let's see. BF Golf says, what do you think of guys charging for card advice on YouTube? Oh, you're going to get me in trouble with that question. What do I think about people charging? So you guys may have noticed I don't monetize. I don't even offer the ability for you to pay me on this live stream. I don't ask for you guys to pay for anything. I do have commercials on my channel, but I actually, I don't do it personally, but I also respect the hustle too. So I guess I'm kind of. It's not for me. It's not something that I want to do, but I do understand. Like I'm not going to kill somebody for it. If people want to do it, I just would. Like I feel like there's a lot of channels out there that don't get a lot of love, and sometimes there's too much love on certain channels, like mine. Actually, too many people watch my channel. Actually, well, there's like many other guys doing the same thing. Although I have been doing it for a long time at this point, so I do. You got to give me some credit there. All right, guys, one more spot left. And then we can start to spin the wheel and see. But I'm not going to pick them right away. I want there to be a little bit of excitement because I'm worried I'm going to pick the last guy and then you guys are all going to drop from the stream. All right, let's see. What player would you like to open a box of cards with? Oh, you know what? That's a good point. So I don't know if you guys. I was wondering what you guys think. So Matt Strom recently started to post videos, and you guys know Phil Hughes has been doing it for a while. I think it would be a lot of fun to do a live stream with those guys one day. I honestly it would be really cool, obviously, to do it with a Yankee because I'm a big Yankee fan. I was thinking about, what would be really cool. I don't know if it's possible, but if Phil Hughes goes or Matt Strom, if they go to a national, is it possible to like find a baseball field nearby and would they be willing to like let me try to hit them? Could I bat against Matt Strom? That would be like, forget about opening a box. I don't have like a dream of opening a box of cards with Matt Strom, but I would love, 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 love to be like, hey, Matt, you want to go, see if you could strike me out on 3 pitches? Like, that would be like a dream come true to face a major league pitcher, whether it be Phil Hughes or Matt Strom. That would be awesome. I would love, like, just give me that opportunity. Hopefully somebody could tag Matt or Phil, and you guys will they'll strike me out in 3 pitches, but it would be one of the coolest experiences ever to get struck out by Phil Hughes or Matt Strom. So, or whoever, I'll get struck out by Aaron Judge. I don't care. Favorite memory from the old Yankee Stadium? Oh, that's a great question. All right, I'm going to give the last one to Card Collecting Duo. So my favorite memory at the old Yankee Stadium. So when in 1998, I went to a game with my dad, who I've had on this channel a couple of times. My dad and I, we had 4 tickets to see the Yankees. It was just a regular day, and David Wells was pitching in 1998, and we sat down and we had 2 extra tickets, 2 tickets that I never. By the way, you could see, if you could see all the way back there, back there behind me is the 2 unused tickets from that game. And David Wells went on to pitch a perfect game. It was the coolest moment that I've ever had being at Yankee Stadium. And I remember in the second inning, what's up, Abs? Say ah. But yeah, such a cool moment. And in the second inning, I looked over at my dad because I don't know, it was just one of those things. David Wells looked like he was just on, and not to mention the Twins. Just their lineup was pathetic. Besides Paul Molitor, and he went ahead, and I called it in the second inning. I looked over at my dad. I'm like, he might throw a no hitter today, and sure enough, he went on and threw a no hitter, which was pretty awesome. So. Card Collecting Duo, awesome question. Collecting Duo. So that fills up the wheel, and so we'll do the wheel in a couple minutes, and let's get to a couple more questions. He was hung over that game too. Yeah, I read the book. He wrote a book, an autobiography, and he says that he was hung over at that game. But I guess he, like a true champion, he pushed through it regardless. So Eli, the baseball card collector, asked if I would do a shout out for him. So guys, look up Eli, the baseball card collector. Speaking of shout outs, after this is over, make sure you guys go over to Foo3112. He's next in line for the Hobby Palooza, so check him out. But Eli, the baseball card collector, there's your shout out. 2020 Top Series 2 thoughts. So I actually just bought a hobby box, and I'll be opening this on my channel soon. This is the Series 2. I'm starting to really like Luis Robert. So I think it might actually be worth it just for that card. And the way things are going crazy for his card, that's all it takes. All it takes is one card to make the whole set worth it. I was worried that Luis Robert wasn't going to live up to the hype. And yeah, he's living up to the hype, all right. The only thing I'm worried about is Kyle Lewis. Because if Kyle Lewis wins the Rookie of the Year over Luis Roberts, that obviously, or actually I should worry more about COVID-19. I'm more worried about COVID-19 than I am. But I like Series 2. I think it's going to be an awesome product. I think it's an okay product. Obviously there's Luis Robert. I'm not sure if there's anything else in that. I love Series 1 because it's got Kevin Biggio, it's got Yordan Alvarez, it's got Gavin Lux, and Aquino. So it's okay. I actually got this for $75 hobby, which I thought was pretty good. So I'll open that on my channel sooner than later. Let's see. Let's see. What's your least favorite card in your collection? My least favorite card in my collection, the Altuve. You know what? To sort of really answer the question, my least favorite cards in my collection are the cards that are way, way off center. As much as I love vintage cards, I can't stand having a really, you know, if it's off center but has like really nice edges and corners, I'm okay with that. But if it's just, I have some cards, like I have a Pete Rose, I have a Roy Campanella from 55 tops, I think, or 56 tops, that is just so ugly. It's like, just it looks like somebody beat it up, and it's one of my least favorite cards. I bought it as a kid, because I was like, oh, Roy Campanella, that's like $100 card that I can get for $20. Back when I didn't realize how important condition was. Is Junk Wax going to make another resurgence? Is Junk Wax? Yeah, I think it'll make another resurgence. Just like I've been saying, it's all cyclical, guys. Like, if you're the whole reason why I'm doing those videos of top 10 cards going up and down is hopefully you learn something, because what you'll see is all the active players in my next video, I'm sure, will be the ones on the list, and those are the cards you should be selling. And the cards that are going down right now are like a Jose 86 Donruss Jose Canseco and a PSA 10. That card was going for $600. Now it's going for like $275. Like that. So basically what the hobby is saying is that people are willing to pay $600, and now you could buy it for $275. So that's a card I'd be going after right now. I mean, if you're interested in buying a card like that. All right, let me get to the giveaway. And good luck to everybody. So this is going to be for the 4th place prize. This will be for like the stack of 40 cards. So and it'll be whatever it lands on here. Good luck. All right, William Hamner. Congrats on winning the 40 cards. I'm going to take your name off the wheel. You got the 4th place prize. And, of course, you get the Silver Jackify Custom, so you're a winner regardless. And we have – where is that? That landed on Raiders Nor? I can't even read my own – I think Raiders Nation. All right. Raiders Nation. I can't even read my own handwriting. All right, so that is. Oh, by the way, that was for the $50 blowout cards. So congrats to Raiders Nation. Next up, we got Providence. So Providence wins the Ricky Henderson rookie card. So congrats to Providence. And in first, let's see who's the person that's going to win. Let's see if I can pull it out. I got it buried somewhere. I don't know. I think I lost it, guys. It's gone forever. Doesn't matter. You guys saw it before. The 93 Jeter SP. And the winner is Baseball Card Enthusiast 513. Congratulations on the Derek Jeter SP. Oh, it's over here. Congrats, man. This is yours. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's see. Any parting shots? Anybody else? Congrats to all the winners. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on what you thought of Hobby Palooza just in general. I'm hoping that we do this every year from now on in. Hopefully, well, it depends on what you guys think of it. I think it's been pretty cool. So I'm hoping we do this. Maybe make this an annual thing. Maybe I'll go live more often too. It's been fun. Answer. Hopefully you guys had fun, and with the Q&A, because I had fun with it. I wanted it to be like kind of a intimate kind of talk between me and my Silver Jackify fans. Do it, yeah. Do it. I agree. We should do it annually. Awesome job. Thanks, Randy. Let's see. Congratulations, everyone. Sox rocks. Chris Reinders says, good show. Thanks for the chances. Lee Jr. says, awesome job. Otto Olson says, thanks, Joe. Snoop says, great job, Joe. Thank you, Snoop. Crazy Kev says, yes, please do live more often. Let's see. Do we email you? Yeah. So email me at, here, I'll write it down. peak_07836 at yahoo.com. But, or you could just put in the comments below. We'll get in touch. Peak 07836. So here, email peak_07836 at yahoo.com. The winners, and I'll make sure, and then I'll get your information, and we'll send off the info. So, guys, I am going to be signing off in a couple of minutes. Before I sign off, make sure to continue on. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on throughout the day. Foo3112, Mark will be on next. Go Yankees, go Joe. Yes, thanks. Thanks, James. I appreciate that. Will you adopt me? Says Eric. Okay, yeah, come on over. If you guys want to use the pool, come on over. I don't know if you guys want to come over. It's blistering hot out in New Jersey, and you guys can come over and just use the pool. I was hoping we'd have the show in Atlantic City, so you guys can come over and use the pool. So, is that Dolly Madison contact email or something? That's actually my. I used to be in a band, and we were called The Peak, and so that's where that name came from. Do you collect anything else but dollhouses? No, just dollhouses. And dollhouses with the Astros. Pool party, says Ethan Yu. Woo! Let's do it. Pool party. It's 106 here in Vegas. Oh my goodness, 106? Are you kidding me? What do you play in the band? I'm a singer, as you can see. I really am a singer. My brother, he's a guitarist. He's an amazing guitarist. Paul Mizzle, who I think is in the chat. Paul Mary, that he was the guy that was watching. Him and I did the 2018 Topps Update break, and we jumped into the pool. I don't know if you guys saw that video. He was the bassist for the band. So anyway, let's see. That would be so fire if we did a pool party at your place. Maybe when I'm older, I'll come by. Let's do it, Cameron. That would be pretty awesome. Been a really fun weekend, but hope we don't have to do it again. That's very true. If we do it again, it definitely won't be during the National. All right, guys. I got about 2 minutes. I'm going to hand it off to Mark Foo3112. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Hopefully you had a good time, and I will talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.